Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about extended transition function for NFA. Transition function for NFA can be written like this: delta within parenthesis q comma a equals p1 p2 up to pk. The meaning is if we are in state q and reading the current input symbol a, NFA has the power to be in several states at once, p1 p2 up to pk. DFA can have only one next state, but NFA can have any number of next states for the same input symbol. So q and current single input symbol is the are the two arguments of the delta transition function. Extended transition function for NFA can be written as delta cap. So instead of a single input symbol, here string is the second input, second argument. So delta cap of q comma w is equal to r1 r2 up to rm. The meaning is q is current state, w is an input string. After reading all symbols of w, the NFA may be in R1, R2 up to Rm, some m number of states. So this is a formal definition. Basis cases delta cap of q comma epsilon is equal to q. That is, without reading any input symbol, if we are in state q, we will still remain in q. And in NFA, even it is the next state is a single state, it should be represented within a set brace, because NFA may have any number of states, so it should be represented within represented by a set braces. Then induction step, in induction step we have to consider w in the form of xa, where a is the last final symbol of w and x is the remaining symbols of w. So for example, if w is 1010, x is 101 and a is 0, the last symbol. And delta cap, so in order to find delta cap of q comma w, we have to write like this: delta cap of q comma x comma a. That is, if we want to find delta cap of q comma w, first we need to find delta cap of q comma x. X means all symbols of w except the final one. So first we need to find this, then we have to substitute that result here, then we need to find the delta of that result comma a. So assume that delta cap of q comma x is p1 p2 up to pk. That is, after reading all symbols of x, NFA is in p1 p2 up to pk, some k number of states. These are the next states. Means now we need to substitute this result here. Then we need to find out delta of, if you substitute it here, then we have to find delta of p1 comma a union delta of p2 comma a union delta of p3 comma a dot up to delta pk comma a. So this can be written like union operator. Union I equals 1 to k. Union I equals 1 to k delta of pi comma a, right? So if you expand this, we will get delta of p1 comma a union delta of p2 comma a up to delta of pk comma a. So if you have substituted this p1 p2 up to pk here and expanded like this, we will get this. And assume that this result is giving some m number of states, r1 r2 up to rm. That is, after reading a, after reading the last symbol a, if the NFA is in some m number of states, then delta cap of q comma w is this r1 r2 up to rm. So if we want to find delta cap of q comma w, first we need to find delta cap of q comma x. Then we need to perform union operation, delta of p1 comma a union delta of p2 comma a, etc. So that result is the delta cap of q comma w. Then language of an NFA. If NFA A is equal to q sigma delta q naught f, then the language of NFA A can be written as L of A is equal to set of strings w, such that the condition is we have to find the extended transition function. So delta cap of q naught comma w. So suppose we are getting some number of states, m number of states, then we need to perform intersection operation with the final state f. If we are getting phi, then it is not, the w is not belonging to the language. If we are getting some state, okay, if it is not equal to f, for example, we are getting R3. R3 and R3 is a final state, means R3 intersection R3 is R3, right? So delta cap of Q0 comma W has one of the final state. That is the meaning. If delta cap of Q0 comma W has, the set has at least one final state, then we can say that W is the language. W belongs to the language of an NFA. Otherwise, W is not accepted by this NFA. Then we will see an example. Consider the example NFA accepting all strings ending with 10. That is, the last two symbols of the string must be 10. It can be preceded by any number of any combination of ones and zeros. Okay, so for any string, if the last two symbols are 10, then it must be accepted by our NFA. So 10, the condition is 10, so we have to draw like this. Q0 to Q1 is 1, Q1 to Q2, the arc should be labeled by 0, and 10, the last two symbols are 10, means the previous symbols are any number of zeros and ones, so that can be drawn as a self transition. So any number of zeros and ones followed by 1, 0. This is the NFA for all strings ending with 10, because for DFA we cannot draw like this, because here from Q0 1 goes to 2 states, Q0 as well as Q1. This is not applicable for DFA, and this is a transition function for this corresponding transition diagram. Q0 is a start state, Q2 is a final state. Q0 comma 0, 0 goes to Q0. It should be represented within set braces. Then 1 goes to Q0 and Q1. Q1 comma 0 is Q2. From Q1 there is no transition for 1. From Q2 there are no transitions for both 0 and 1. So in NFA we have to use 5 for representing the nil transition. Then assume that we need to check whether the input string 1010 is accepted by our NFA or not. Since this string ending with 10, it should be definitely accepted by our NFA. So we have to find delta cap of Q0 comma W. We have to find delta cap of Q0 comma W. So recursively we can find the answer. So initially we have to consider basis case. So del cap of Q0, since Q0 is a start state, we have to write Q0 comma epsilon, the input string epsilon. So Q0 comma epsilon means Q0. Then del cap of Q0 comma 1, we have to consider first symbol 1. Then so here for this we have to consider induction step. So W should be written in the form of XA. Here A is 1 and X is epsilon, because the remaining symbols, so that is remaining string, remaining symbols of W means epsilon here. So this can be written as delta cap Q0 comma this can be splitted like this, epsilon and 1. Epsilon is X, A is 1. So epsilon comma 1. And usually this delta cap of Q0 comma X can be taken from the previous step, because recursively we are finding. So that delta cap of Q0 comma epsilon is Q0. So in the next step we need to write del of, substitute this Q0 here. So Q0 comma 1 is equal to delta of Q0 comma 1 is equal to Q0 comma Q1. So Q0 comma Q1 is the result for Q0 comma 1. Then in the next step we need to consider two symbols. So Q0 comma 10 is equal to del of delta cap of Q0 comma. Now we need to consider 0 as A and 1 is X. So this 1 comma 0 is equal to del of. So here we have followed this step. First we have found delta cap of Q comma X, that is P1, P2 up to Pk. So that we have already found. So Q0 is substituted here, and then we need to find delta. delta. Here only one state is there. So we have used delta of Q0 comma 1 from this table. This is the delta table. So similarly, we can find for other symbols also. So delta cap of Q0 comma 1 is Q0 and Q1. So Q0 Q1 comma 0. So based on this, we are getting delta cap of Q0 comma delta cap of Q comma X is here P1 P2, and in this we are getting Q0 Q1. So now we have to perform union operation for this. Delta of P1 comma A union P2 comma A up to Pk. So here we are getting only 2. So this can be written as delta of Q0 comma 0, delta of Q0 comma 0 union delta of Q1 comma 0. So we have to refer the delta transition table. Delta of Q0 comma 0 is Q0 union delta of Q1 comma 0 is Q2. So Q0 union Q2 is Q0 comma Q2. So this is R1, R2 up to Rm. Similarly, we need to find for the next step. Q0 comma, consider the three symbols 1, 0, 1. So this can be written as delta cap of Q0 comma X means 1, 0 comma A. A is 1. Then delta of delta cap of Q0 comma 1, 0. Delta cap of Q0 comma 1, 0 is Q0 Q2. So that must be written here Q0 Q2 comma this 1. So now we have to perform union operation. So delta Q0 comma 1 union delta Q2 comma 1. So Q0 comma 1 is Q0 Q1 union Q2 1 is 5. So if we perform union operation, we will get Q0 Q1. Next, we have to consider the full string 1, 0, 1, 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. So delta cap Q0 comma 1, 0, 1 comma 0. So this can be written as del cap of Q0 comma 1, 0, 1 is Q0 Q1. So Q0 Q1 comma Q0 Q1 comma 0. So this can be written as del of Q0 0 union del of Q1 0. So Q0 0 is Q0 union Q1 0 is Q2. So the result is Q0 comma Q2. That is 1, 0, 1, 0. Since this string ends with 1, 0, definitely it is accepted by our NFA. We can see from this diagram also 1, 0, 1, 0. Or if you consider this state alone 1, 0, 1, 0. So there are two possibilities. NFA may be in state Q0. If we consider the same arc, same transition for all the symbols, we will be in state Q0. 1, 0, 1, 0. So the final may be Q0, or for the first two symbols we may be in state Q0, and for the next two symbols it can reach the final state. Okay, so the finally we will get Q0 and Q2. Then how can we find whether the string is accepted or not? So we have to follow the condition for this language. So we have to find del cap of Q0 comma W, then perform intersection operation with the F. So here what is final state is Q2. So if we perform intersection with Q2, Q0 Q2 intersection Q2 is Q2, right? So this is not equal to 5. This is not equal to 5. We are getting some state as an answer, that is final state. Or we can say that if the final set is having at least one final state, then we can say that the given input string is accepted. Since Q2, we have to write like this. Since Q2 is a final state, 1, 0, 1, 0 is accepted by our NFA. Suppose 1, 0, 1 is given. 1, 0, 1 means it is not ending with that is 101. This is the input string. Then since it is not ending with 10, definitely we will not end with Q2. So we will find till this step, right? 101. So what is the result here? Q0 Q1. Okay, so if we perform intersection operation with Q2, we will get 5. That is, or we can say that this set is not having Q2. So that we can say that 101 is rejected by our NFA, but 1010 is accepted by our NFA. So all the strings which are ending with 10 will be definitely accepted by our this NFA. Thank you.